He's back.
Surprise!
How you doing, McCarthy?
I'm doing all right. How about you fellas?
What up?
Good. I have my brew. What's yours?
I got my brew too. Got the cookie crumble from Invader Coffee.
Nice.
Hey, let's
Nice.
go.
Seasonal flavors.
Of course, you can't go wrong with seasonal flavors.
Mm-mm.
No, you can't.
All our guests appear via the Invader Coffee guest line where the cookie
Look at that.
crumbles. Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. All right. What you got for us this morning?
Oh, usual. It's Victory Monday for the first time since September. It's been 91 days since a Victory Monday in this household.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
Yeah, the previous two wins came on Thursdays.
Right.
Against on Thanksgiving against the Texans and in September against Shino's Patriots. So
Don't remind me.
you guys back a couple weeks later. So
it's
even.
It's an actual Victory Monday.
Yes, it is.
Are you forgetting the fact you guys actually beat Houston on Halloween?
I just did. I mentioned.
Oh yeah. I'm waking up. Shut up.
No comment.
There is an actual coffee called Wake the Hell Up.
I know. I've had it.
Did it wake you the hell up?
Yes, it woke me the hell up.
That's great. That's super.
At a point where I couldn't get back to sleep.
That's just fantastic.
That's super, as Reverend Lovejoy would say.
That's just super.
That's
Shut
super.
up, both of you. Shut up, both of you.
I am seeing on social media today that actually I was scrolling through. I know.
Oh, no.
And it wasn't doom scrolling. Believe me.
Good.
But
good.
There's one bright spot to the Jets for next season. Whoever is going to be head coach, and hopefully they don't screw it up with a bad offensive line coach that they've had the last couple of years. Olu Fashanu has been spectacular in pass pro since he filled in for Troy Smith, another left tackle stealing paychecks from the Jets like Dwayne Brown did the last 2 years. So they got themselves a stud in Olu Fashanu. I'm excited to see what he does in the future. Is he another D'Brickashaw Ferguson? I don't know. But if he's any good or better than D'Brickashaw Ferguson, then the Jets get themselves somebody who could play steady for the next decade plus.
They need that.
Yeah, they do.
They do. They've been needing that for
ages.
The last decade.
Since y'all beat the Patriots in New England in a playoff game.
Yep.
That's how long the Jets have needed an outstanding tackle.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Victor Locke with us from Chicago. The detective will not rest until he comes face to face with the supervillain. We got to get that guitar piece now. So when Victor introduces you, we can play that guitar piece.
You do, yeah. Oh man, I will say this, but I know you were kind of down on the Colts yesterday because Jonathan Taylor. Woof. What are you doing, buddy?
Exactly.
That was bad.
But they do have, if the Chargers lose out and the Colts win out, the Colts have the easiest path to the playoffs, to the wild card. You got Tennessee next week, who is Tennessee. The Giants, who are the Giants.
Who are the Giants.
Yep. And they wrap up the season at home against the Jaguars. They don't have to go. They don't have to travel to Jacksonville and play terribly.
Right. We don't have to. We don't have to repeat what happened 3 years ago.
No, Carson Wentz.
Let me tell you what happened 3 years ago. Right after Christmas, Christmas Day, as a matter of fact, 3 years ago, I didn't feel good at all. I mean, the first part of the day I felt great, was running around with my nieces and my nephews. And then all of a sudden, while we were handing out presents, my body just went flat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the hell is going on here? I whispered to Jody and I said, "Baby, I'm going upstairs. I don't feel good at all." She says, "All right." COVID decided to kick me in the rear end.
Oh, fun.
Unexpected. It was so unexpected. And a day later, my wife got it. So that weekend, the Colts had to play the Jaguars. I somehow summoned up the strength to talk to Matt Taylor, who was the voice of the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I taped that conversation. I ran it. Shane made sure that I ran it that Friday.
Oh yeah.
And Jody checked in with me. She says, "Don't forget to play that conversation, and you got to post it because we got to play the Jaguars on Sunday."
Right.
We looked at that first drive together. I looked at Jody. She looked at me, and she said, "This game's over.
Put it on
I'm
red
taking a
zone.
nap."
Put it on red zone.
I'm like, "Baby, I'm taking a nap with you."
I was
The
Yeah.
only piece of strength I got was later on that day when the Niners beat the Rams to get into the playoffs by some miracle.
Mm-hmm.
We beat them.
I was texting with my brothers yesterday. We do this on Sunday. This has been a Sunday tradition for quite a while. My
Mhm.
brothers, but shout out to my brother Jim, who turns 50 today. So
Happy
happy
50th,
birthday,
Jim.
We have great celebration on Saturday night. All the Sibs were in town. All the Sibs were in town. My sister and I, my brother, big brother Jeremy from New Hampshire, and then my brother Jim. They were hosting. My sister-in-law was hosting for my brother. So all of us siblings got together. We're just having a great time.
Nice.
But he turns 50 today. So yeah, it just tells you, oh, not too far away. But my brothers and I were texting.
already there 2 years beyond. Okay, so I get it.
Congratulations. So I was, we were texting each other. My brother, I have another brother. I mentioned my brother's in New Hampshire. One of my brothers is in New Hampshire. They, instead of having because he was trying to get back home from New York to New Hampshire in time for the Bills Lions kickoff.
Right.
Guess what they were playing at 4:25?
Oh no.
They were playing Cards Pats.
I feel sorry for you.
And then he said, "Well, the station and wherever in his location said, yeah, they had the smarts to switch it over to the Bills Lions game after the third quarter because the game was over.
That game was done."
I'm like, really? I mean, not even Pats fans wanted to see that game. They knew it was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to watch the damn thing.
See, one lion.
Nope.
But he's a Bills fan in the middle of Pat's country, so he's loving his life.
I feel sorry.
He's loving life. Well, he's loving life now, but like the first couple of years he was in New Hampshire, he's like, oh, the Bills are terrible. I have to watch the freaking Patriots every week, and they're all winning. And it's like, man, he's like,
do you have any idea how many times I've heard that story?
The only team he hates more than the Patriots are the Dolphins.
That's a given.
No, but he hates the Dolphins. He doesn't mind the Jets because I'm his brother and I'm a Jets fan. Like,
yes.
I've learned to tolerate Bills fans, not because of my brother, but because I have other Bills fans around me, and they're just fun. They're fun. Like, they'll bust your chops, but at least
it's like with some of the teams that I tolerate, my wife and I tolerate. We'll bust each other's chops, but it's in fun.
At least you get to put Bills fans through tables.
It's true.
But
they want you to put you through a table. That's the difference.
All I gotta say, leave on it.
They begged Tom Grossi to go through a table when he did his nationwide tour. Something I'm going to do next year, but they begged him.
You're going to go through a table?
No, I'm going to do a nationwide tour. I don't have.
I was about to say, if anyone's going through a table, I'm putting someone through a table, not the other way around.
Yes, I am putting someone.
I volunteer to put Shane through a table.
Boy, I will wreck you.
I'm gonna choke slam you both through a table.
Oh, this man over here thinks he's Big Show. Come on now.
If I ever get the strength, I'm putting everybody through.
Well, it's a
Well, it's
big,
a big
show.
snow.
Big slow.
Well, I said big snow. Well, it's a big snow. It's a big snow tonight.
Oh, ladies
You're
and
welcome.
gentlemen, excuse us.
Now the heck with it.
Yeah. No.
Don't ever let me get the instrumental to that song, okay?
I'm pretty sure you can.
I think you can, and give me a
Yeah.
minute. I'm sure I'll find it.
Oh man.
There's a Jets channel that I'm absolutely hooked on now. There's a Jets YouTube channel I'm absolutely hooked on now. They call themselves the New York Jokes.
Jokes. I've seen that.
You've
All
seen
they
it?
do is just comment on the game that's going on. They're like, "What the hell is this?" I mean, I could say it.
Their
The other one,
accents.
their accents are just
accents.
perfect.
So it's off it. The authentic New York accent and
Yes.
their commentary
Yes.
has me on the floor laughing.
Oh yeah.
And
This guy
Jody
don't know
heard
how to
me
play
listen.
quarterback.
Yeah,
Give me
5,
the
4,
gabagool.
4, 3, 2, 1, and that was the game against the Patriots.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there laughing. And I suggested to Jody, you need to come on air with me and do a Colts game. She looked me in the eye and she says, "You don't want that." I said,
no.
"Why?" She
Hit the
says,
bleep button.
"Yep." She says, "You know I don't have a filter." I said, "That's the best part about it."
Yeah.
And then I showed her that
Uh.
channel, and she looked at me and she says, "Honey, you got to protect your brand." I'm like, "Baby, I still want you on at least for one game."
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "All right, on the condition that that one game is YouTube exclusive."
Yeah.
I said, "Baby, done. I won't put it on the radio networks. I'll turn you loose."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
There's no filters on YouTube.
there's no filters on YouTube at all. But
No.
she did mention that I do have a brand to protect, and I understand that.
Yeah.
And of course, given the fact that I now have children and grandchildren, they want to see the best. They want to see the best also. But I made the suggestion to Cheyenne that Jody join me for a game. And Cheyenne was here last year when the Colts played the Texans in the final game of the season. And my son Dakota was here. And they were throwing comments at me. And Cheyenne said, "What if mom actually did join you?"
Yeah.
I said I wouldn't get a play in. And Jody starts laughing and Cheyenne starts laughing. She says, "Why?" I said, "Because I would just sit back and let your mother do it."
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I hate to say it, but I may have opened up Pandora's box.
Uh-oh.
No, brother. I kicked that box open 6 years ago when I met my honey. All right.
Well, I may have just added a little musical fuel to the fire. You're welcome.
Already got it. But I think let me say it this way. If the Colts have a chance, like they did last year, to clinch a postseason berth, that last game, Jody will come with me. Will come on with me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because they were in control for most of that game until they could have been up 20-7 if Jonathan Taylor had
that one play flipped the game around.
Such a momentum swing.
Yep.
That one, if it's 20-7, you have Denver on the mat.
Yeah.
You have Denver on the mat. And I'm going in on Jonathan Taylor later. I love Jonathan Taylor, but I gotta roast him.
Boneheaded play.
Bonehead. And I looked at my scoreboard while I was doing the live stream, and on the feed in front of me it said 19-7, and then they went to break. I said, "Wait a minute, why aren't they kicking the extra point?" I look over to my left and it still said 13-7, and it also switched the possession.
Yeah.
And then Victor and I was doing the game, and I said, "I think we have a turnover." And Victor says, "What?" And then they showed the play, and I saw what happened. And I just went quiet for about 2 minutes.
Terrible.
Kalen Clay, eat your heart out. All right. Anybody remember that? What happened to that receiver from Utah, whose name I just mentioned, Kalen Clay, dropped the ball at the 1 yard line against Oregon of all teams.
Yep.
And then Oregon had the wherewithal to pick it up and race the other way. So instead of it being tied at 7, it was 14-0 Oregon, and then Oregon just put them to shame after that.
Yeah, that was game over.
Yep. And that came at the top of the second period. This play came at the top of the third quarter after the Colts stopped the Broncos with a 3-and-out. Jonathan Taylor bust loose and got what we thought was a touchdown. My wife got excited, and then I saw the play, and I went, "Oh no, like you got to be kidding!" And Victor just kept asking me, "What happened?" I sat here just dumbfounded. I said, "That did not." And then I looked at the play, and they showed every single angle of it. Yep.
No.
Busted off of his leg, out of bounds, through the end zone. And then they came back from a break, and I saw Indy on defense and Denver on offense from the 20-yard line. And I said, he dropped the ball. That's all I kept saying in my mind all year. He dropped the ball. He dropped the ball before he crossed the goal line.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a 100-yard game too, but imagine if he gets that touchdown, you're up 20-7, or if Steichen really wants to put a foot to the throat, 21-7. If you go for 2, you're up 2 scores.
Yep.
You're up 2 scores, and you forced Denver to scramble. They gave you the ball 4 times. You gave them the ball 6 times. And remember, every turnover came in the second half after Jonathan Taylor's turnover. Beginning with Jonathan Taylor's turnover. They gave the ball away 6 times, all in the second half.
Man.
Imagine where the Colts would be sitting right now if they're up 2 scores and they have Denver on the brink of a loss, because there's no way Denver roars all the way back with no kind of momentum if they're down 20-7.
Yeah.
Early in the third period.
So on a different topic, Snowman, I want to switch topics. Another reason why I'm happy today. New Jersey Devils. Let's talk some hockey, my friend.
I'll salute the Devils.
Let's go. I see a game in March that we could possibly team up to do a
Are they playing my Blackhawks?
Alternate play-by-play. Yep.
They're playing my Blackhawks
in Chicago.
You're on
Wednesday, March 26th.
You're on.
Sweet.
And that's a perfect day too. You're on.
Yeah.
Midweek game. Me and McCarthy just teaming up to do alternative play-by. Yes. Yeah. Put it in the book.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, Howie Rose, for that phrase. Put it in the book.
Put it in the book. And what's really cool is that I discovered back in July, my niece is preparing to go to college because she graduated from high school early this year, and she was going to college, survived her first semester.
She good.
Said, so we're talking. I'm like, yeah, I'm just kind of paying attention to stuff. I was like, and all of a sudden, like the topic of hockey just randomly came up. She goes, I love hockey. I'm like, what? Like all of a sudden you love hockey? It's like, all right. It's like, who's your favorite team? The New Jersey Devils. I'm like, whoa. I said, let me guess your favorite player.
From?
And I said, let me guess your favorite player is Jack Hughes. Yes. And I jokingly said, well, he is kind of dreamy, you know. But
yes, March 26th, we will do that game.
But I'm actually gonna have the duty and honor to take her to a first Devils game next month.
Nice. Very nice.
We're gonna see them play the Philadelphia Flyers. It's a Saturday game it's a 12:30 p.m. game.
Ooh, you get yourself a little matinee action.
So we're gonna
matinee action. I like it.
So we're gonna hit up. We're gonna get some breakfast. We're gonna go down to get some Taylor ham. Go down to Jersey, get a couple Taylor ham sandwiches, and then I'm gonna try to avoid the mistake I made last time I went to a Devils game when I saw them play the Blackhawks, and that was the game when Brendan Smith broke Connor Bedard's jaw.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I went with a friend of mine,
Mm-hmm.
and it's in January, and it took us almost an hour to get to I-80. So I think with the matinee game, we can stay a bit longer
Mm-hmm.
at one of the bar adjacent, one of the bars adjacent to Prudential Center. Hang out there for like a good hour or so.
Mm-hmm.
Then we head back up, and we'll be home by like 7:30, 8 o'clock at the latest.
Get
Yeah.
home in a decent hour.
Yeah.
I saw some other stuff on YouTube also because
Was it the Three Rails Metro Hockey podcast presented by No Credentials Required?
Actually, yes.
Yeah, let's
part-
go.
I'm gonna have to find something else for moments like this. Hang on.
Oh
Oh
boy.
boy. And not only that, I ran across a channel with a family that's from New York. You can hear the accent and everything.
Oh yeah.
And the son was getting his mom, his dad, and his girlfriend to guess NFL logos,
Oh
the
no.
names of the NFL logos. And all I can think of was trying to tell my sister back in the day what these logos are. And she wasn't having it. The only difference, they supplied a New York accent. Now, I know they coached each other to say the absolute wrong ID or wrong team name. Like they showed the logo for the Giants, and the mom guessed it was the Mets. Exactly.
I just took a hit. I just took a hit of smelling salts. It's
Mhm.
that was just wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yowie wowie.
They see a logo. They see a logo of the Green Bay Packers, and they guess it was the Giants. Wasn't as bad what the girlfriend guessed though when she saw the Packers logo. She said Geico.
See, I get that.
I'm looking this up.
I get that. I understand that. I get that. She could have also said Gallagher because they have the same type of logo. So I get it. I get that. I feel you. Girl.
But then came the logo of the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Let me guess, Philadelphia Eagles.
That was what one of them guessed.
Seattle Seahawks.
Hawks.
Chicago Blackhawks.
The mom took the cake.
Oh no.
And said finches.
No. Yes, the finch, like the fat little bird, the finch, compared to the majestic falcon. Good Lord.
Then I'm not going to repeat here what she said for the Arizona Cardinals.
It's that bad, huh?
It wasn't nice.
Oh boy.
It wasn't nice.
You know, I might have to do like that type of video and quiz my niece about hockey logos because she knows New Jersey Devils. I think she knows Chicago Blackhawks because she watched that game on Saturday.
Yes.
When the Blackhawks took a goal off of Luke Hughes' face, then the Devils rallied in the third period for 4 consecutive unanswered goals.
Yes.
But she knows the Blackhawks logo.
Yep.
So I'll have to find other logos to see if she.
My mom and my dad, my late mom and my late dad knew who the Blackhawks were. I tried showing it to my sister. ...
Mm.
You can fill in the blank.
Mm-hmm.
We better get to a break. That's Ryan McCarthy joining us this Monday morning on our last work week of the year. Man, it's so great to have you back. Hope to have you back a lot more often.
I got 2 weeks, the 30th.
All right.
Give me a little put in the book.
Put it in the book. Yes. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.